All right, welcome to today's class on listings and landing pages. My name is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing. In today's class, I'll be showing you how to create actually 3 different landing pages. So landing pages is one of my favorite features that KW Command offers. So I'll be showing you how to make a neighborhood landing page, a landing page to start promoting your mobile app, and also a landing page to promote your listings, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is log into Command, of course, and to do that, we would go to agent.kw.com, and that's where I am on my screen. If you have not already, this is a great site to go ahead and bookmark. I have this on my bookmarks bar here, so I can easily access that. You'll be going here quite a lot. All right, and our login here is the same as our MyKW login and password. It's the same as your Kelly login and password. I'm trying to streamline all the username and passwords, which I don't know about you, but I have enough passwords to remember, so that's a beautiful thing. You can always click the forgot password option here or click the eyeball to see what your password is. And of course, if you have any trouble signing in, you can email support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd be more than happy to help you reset the password. Okay, so from here, so this is your command dashboard. On the command dashboard here, really the main thing I want to point out is the product updates. They get me really excited. All right, so it'll show you what is coming out next week or what has come out this week. As far as updates to Command, always really great to keep an eye on so you can see what the new features are in Command that you can start utilizing right away. Now, before we get going on creating a listing landing page or all the landing pages, I need to show you where all of your contact info pulls from on these landing pages to make sure that's all correct. So if you could join me by clicking on your name on the very top right of Command, and then click on Settings from that drop down. Again, your name on the very top right. Audio is scratchy and fading in and out. How is everyone else hearing me? Let me know how well you can hear me. I'm going to reset. All right, I just replugged in my headset. Let me know. Keep me posted. I can always call back in to help with the audio. So just let me know. All right, so we are clicking on your name on the very top right, and then Settings from that drop down. Awesome. Okay, keep me posted. If it's not better, let me know and we can adjust as needed. All right, so again, your name on the top right and then Settings from that drop down. Then on the left-hand side, we're clicking on Connect Settings. And this is super important to follow along real quick if you would. So Connect Settings on the left-hand side and the Marketing Profile. So this marketing profile is what pulls your information, or pushes your information rather, to your KW Command website, to any listing landing pages, or any landing pages created in the system, any smart plan emails that go out, any designs created in Command. The list goes on, as you can see. So you, of course, want to scroll through, make sure that your information is all correct here. If you're looking at a blank page presently, no worries. You can come back here later, just jot down how you got here. And that is, again, by clicking on your name on the top right, Settings, and then Connect Settings on the left-hand side to get to that marketing profile. So we are more than happy to do this for you. So if you would like to submit this form, we can do that for you if you're watching this recorded, scottleroymarketing.com/command. All right, fill out the form. We'll set up not only your Command marketing profile, but also your Command website as well if you submit that form. But it is really important that you scroll through here in the very least, make sure all of your contact information is correct, and click Save on the bottom. Okay, of course, this isn't enough time to actually fill out this section yet, but if you do come back here and fill it out, just note that you'll need to fill in all the fields that have a red asterisk next to it in order to save that. It won't save unless all the required fields are filled in, including your headshot entered in. Okay, so that's all the housekeeping that we need to do for today's class. Let's get right into the fun stuff. So let's work on first creating a neighborhood landing page. So to do that, we actually need to navigate on over to our contact database. So Another great thing I love about Command is they have worked on centralizing all your tools to this left side menu, which is awesome in comparison, right, to the My KW account. Felt like everything was all spread out and kind of hard to find. Here, to start learning Command, guys, it's as easy as just starting from the top of this menu and working your way down. That's how I learned Command and got familiar with each section here. As you're starting to learn the navigation as well, just a quick tip, if you click on this KW logo on the top left, it will pop up what each section does. In this case, we're navigating to the contact section. Icon looks like two little guys hanging out. All right, and if you do not already have a test contact in your database, let's go ahead and add one. So I'll click on Add Contact on the very top right. All right, it's always great to have a test contact in your database so that you can send, emails and smart plans to yourself first before applying that to real clients. All right, so full name here, let's do, I think Albus Dumbledore will buy a house today. All right, for any Harry Potter fans. And for the primary email, if you're setting up a test contact, I would go ahead and put in a personal email address that you have, one that's, outside of the KW technology. So again, you can see what it looks like when your clients would receive emails or any of these tools from the system. So any name you want, Testy McTesterson or John Smith, or your spouse's name, your favorite TV star, make it fun. And then your email address, and then click create. So we just need those two items, name and email address, for our test contact here, and click create. And now once you click create, it always takes you back to the top of your database here. So we will need to use the search bar on the top left to search for that new contact we entered in. Let's see which one I just did. All right. And go ahead and click on the contact name to pull that open right away. All right, so what I'm going to show you now is how to create a neighborhood landing page. So let's talk about the best times that we would actually use this, and then I'll show you how to use it. So let's say I just got off the phone with good old Albus Dumbledore here, and he let me know the neighborhoods that he's interested in. Let's say he gave me 4 or 5 neighborhoods in my area that he really likes and would like to see listings in those neighborhoods. Okay, so what I can do, I got off the phone, I'm now in my command database on that contact. I need to come on down to the neighborhood section. So you might have to scroll down slightly, but you'll want to click on the Add Neighborhood option on the left-hand side. Big teal button here. If Command asks to know your location, I know it's a little creepy, but go ahead and click Allow. It makes your life a million times easier. Okay, so again, if it asks your location, click Allow. And then we have this neighborhood search bar here. So we can go ahead and start putting in one of the neighborhoods that my client indicated they were interested in. So once I start typing that in, I'll get some suggestions here, which I can click on from that drop-down. And when I click on that neighborhood, it will put the neighborhood in a gray box. Okay, that indicates these are the ones that are selected. I can always X out if I want to get rid of it. I have a couple of other ways I can add neighborhoods as well. So I can continue searching here is one way. Secondly, I have the suggested neighborhoods. So I can, if I see any here that maybe, he didn't even indicate that he was interested in, but I think this would fit his criteria as well. You can go ahead and add that from here by simply clicking on it. And the third and final way that you can add it is finding it on a map. Now, there are a couple reasons you'd want to do this, but a big reason, guys, these neighborhoods here are pulling from next door, so there's no way to edit the neighborhood name or add neighborhoods or remove them. This all pulls from that next door app. So with that being said, so we'll get questions sometimes like, hey, I'm searching for a neighborhood, but it's not popping up in the list. Okay, if that happens to you, if you're not being able to find the neighborhood by searching here, you can also look on a map. So let's take a look at that workaround. So if I click Find on Map here, it'll show the whole US and it'll show your current location as well. I would always suggest starting with, just even if it's a general neighborhood that's close by, search for some sort of neighborhood that's close so that it'll zoom you right in. Just a little tip there. Makes things a little easier. We can use this plus and minus sign on the bottom right to zoom in and out. And as I zoom in, I start to see a lot of puzzle pieces, I like to think of them as, right? And if I hover my mouse over each one of these little puzzle pieces, it tells me what neighborhood that is, right? And all I have to do is go ahead and click on that to select it. So I see this is selected and it shows me the neighborhood I've added in here. Now, as I was talking about, if you run into the issue where, you're not seeing the specific neighborhood pull up when you search for it, some of these neighborhoods are kind of grouped in with a larger area. So for example, Ballantyne right here is not a neighborhood in my area. That is a general area, like a town or area in my city, okay? So they are grouping here all the neighborhoods in this general area right in here. So try and zoom in on the map to see, hey, I know my neighborhood that I'm looking for is here. Check that out. It might just be grouped into a larger area as opposed to that specific neighborhood. All right, that's the best workaround right now since that pulls from next door. There's no way to change it, but you can definitely go ahead and click on your options from here and click Save. All right, I believe those options are loading in here, and that's all I have to do to prep for this neighborhood landing page. Okay, so I did the prep work, and those should be popping up here in a second. So the two things that you need is an email address and the neighborhoods. So now, let me try to refresh since it's loading so I can show you this. Fun. All right, hang tight, guys. Hang tight where you guys are. I'm just going to switch contacts, see if that'll help. Is this doing this for you guys by chance as well? Let me know if it's just on my end. That's super weird. Sorry for the delay, guys. I can access this a different way. All right, here we go. All right, so as you're working on this and waiting for apparently my command to catch up here we go. All right, so we're needing to see this map. I apologize for that delay, guys. Sometimes it likes to think for a little bit. All right, so on the bottom of this little map preview, you'll see a preview option, actually. So if you go ahead and click on the preview option on the very bottom right, it'll pull up that neighborhood landing page that we just created. All right, so that'll pull it up in a separate tab. So this will show you a preview of what you can go ahead and send to your contacts right away. Now on this neighborhood landing page, it is going to show them different, the neighborhoods, the listings within the neighborhoods that they can search through right away. I'm pulling it up in a different browser to see if that'll go faster here. All right, so they'll be able, from this neighborhood landing page here, they'll be able to browse through listings in the neighborhood. They'll be able to, see things that are close by in that neighborhood, such as, restaurants that are close by. They'll be able to, and if you are, pulling this up as well, hopefully that's loading on your end so that you can see right away what you're able to do on these listing landing pages. They're very cool. So hopefully this will pop up in a second here. All right, here we go. I got a different browser. We're back in business, guys. All right, so from here, right, this is that neighborhood landing page I was referring to. We have the different neighborhoods that I entered in for my client that they can switch through here. They also have the option to add a neighborhood when this is a live site. Okay, so they can add their own. So you'll see the listings display on the right-hand side. They can filter the listings. They can sort it by newest and cheapest. And I really like the draw feature on this map as well. So you'll see a little draw option on the top right of the map. Very similar. It reminds me of the MLS, which is great to give your clients this option. So they can draw a location on the map and see all the homes in that general area where they draw. Okay. So that's a couple features here, but above and beyond this landing page just being for a listing search, it also shows them neighborhood stats. So if you scroll to the very top right and click neighborhood stats, It will show them, how many homes are for sale and pending, average price per home, price per square foot, average days on market. They can scroll down for current stats. I really like this transit and commute feature as well. These things pull from Nextdoor specifically. So they are working on, KW is working on making all this info pull from Nextdoor every 16 minutes. So it will be the most up-to-date listing info that they have access to. Right now, we're seeing this update in about 24 hours, I would say on average, but they're working on getting this to update faster and faster. But yes, this does pull from Nextdoor. So here they can put in where their place of work is, where I really like. If I lost anyone, sorry, I know we're in the midst of loading pages there, but I'm on this listing, neighborhood landing pages under neighborhood stats, and I'm scrolling down. And there's a transit and commute section here, which is great for especially out of town clients. So if they are moving, to your area and don't know how close this neighborhood is to their work, they can go ahead and put in their place of work, and it will show them on Google Maps here how far this neighborhood is that they're interested in to their place of work. And they can also click for directions right here to pull those directions up on Google Maps. So that's a really awesome tool as well, especially for your out-of-town clients. Maybe you want to point them to this tool specifically. As you scroll down, we also have some places that are nearby that I was referring to, and this pulls from Yelp. So on the left-hand side, they can select different restaurants that they would like to see what's close by, groceries, fitness, and so forth. And they are working on pulling more and more options under here. So this will be a great tool for your clients as well. And as you scroll down, they'll see more homes for sale. They can contact you and so forth. All right, guys. So as you can see, a really great tool for your clients. Now let's talk about how to get it to your clients. Okay, now that we see what the tool is, there are a couple different avenues on how to get that landing page to your clients. Now, this neighborhood landing page is a dynamic landing page, meaning if your clients open it up today and then 2 weeks later open up the same neighborhood landing page, they will see the most up-to-date listings every time they access that landing page. Okay, and it makes them feel like, wow, my agent created a personalized website just for me to be able to search the places I'm interested in. That's a pretty awesome agent. Okay, so, and all we did, right, is put in some neighborhoods and it set it up for us by clicking preview. That's how we saw that, by the way. So let's talk about how to distribute this out to your clients. So we do have the copy link option here. So if you click on copy link on the bottom left of the map, it will copy it so you can go into your email and you can shoot that off to your client via email. You can say something like, hi, John, I created this personalized website for you to be able to search the homes that you're interested in the neighborhoods that you're looking in. Let us know if you have questions. So you can email it out like as a one-time deal to your client, or even better, you can set your client up on a smart plan, and that will send your client this neighborhood landing page either bi-weekly or monthly. Okay, so I'm going to show you where the smart plan section is and kind of get you started on how you would set that up, but I just taught the smart plan class last week, so I'll send you a link to that as well so you know how to do that further. So the smart plans are in, it's that little icon that looks kind of like a to-do list with a settings gear on the left-hand side. So those are your smart plans, about the fourth option down. Okay. So I just want to show you guys that from smart plans here, if you click on the library option on the top, we have two smart plans that have to do with that neighborhood landing page. We have the bi-weekly neighborhood nurture and a monthly neighborhood nurture. Okay, if you set your contacts up on one of these neighborhood nurture smart plans, the system would automatically send your client that neighborhood landing page that we just looked at, either bi-weekly or monthly, and you don't have to do a thing, and it will always provide them with the most up-to-date listings. So it's a really great tool that I would definitely recommend. Here is the smart plan class that I just taught a week ago. So this is the most up-to-date info on smart plans. The beginning portion of class will actually show you how to set up a neighborhood nurture smart plan, so you don't have to watch the whole class. You can just watch the beginning portion, and that will teach you how to do this, okay? And again, that will automatically send out that neighborhood landing page to your clients every month or bi-weekly. So very cool tool. Sorry. I would definitely recommend setting your clients up on this right away. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit and work on creating our two other landing pages, which is a landing page to promote the mobile app and a listing landing page. Now, in order to set up the rest of your landing pages, all of those will sit under the consumer option. So on the left-hand side menu, that'll be the very bottom available icon on the left-hand side, and that's the consumers option. So again, on the left-hand side, very bottom option that is available, click consumer. And that will take you, this is where you would go to create landing pages, your agent website, edit your mobile app, okay? So this is the back end of those options, any consumer tools, this will be the back end for. Now, in this landing pages, now if you've never used this, you won't have anything right here. I just don't want that to confuse you. It's okay if that's blank. I'm going to show you how you can create that so you can test it out right away. So to create a landing page, we'll go ahead and click Create a New Site on the top right. So create a new site on the top right, and you'll have two options here. To create a page for your agent website or as a standalone page, which are your landing pages. Now, before I go further, if every time I say the word landing page, if you're thinking in your head, what the heck is a landing page? Okay, let me answer that question for you because, you know, we're all in the same boat. Everyone has to learn what a landing page is. And this tool was not even available in the MyKW system we had about a year ago. So this will be a new tool for you. And a landing page, what that is a standalone, like a single page website that is used primarily to capture leads. So the idea of a landing page is what can I offer my clients in return for their contact information? You know, what is going to prompt this client or this potential client to put in their contact information on this landing page? What are you going to provide them of value? Is it a a free CMA? Is it access to your mobile app? Is it more information on your listing or a private showing on your listing? Is it a 10% off coupon at Lowe's? Okay, just to, spitball a few ideas, right? The idea is you are giving them something of value in return for their contact info. That's the general concept of a landing page. So now that we know, let's get rolling. So again, we clicked on Create a New Site on the top right, clicked as a standalone page here, and click Create Page. Okay, so now we are on the landing page template. And let's go ahead and make a listing landing page first. So on the top left here, we can go ahead and name this. So if I want to put this as, let's say, 123 Main Street landing page. Okay, whatever you'd like to name it. Only you see this. So now that we've named this on the top left, you'll see a blank page that we are set to work with. And on the right-hand side, a bunch of widgets. So these widgets are your best friend. It makes the landing page creation super easy. All you have to do is simply click on a widget on the right-hand side, drag it to the blank page, let go of your mouse, and it will drop it. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to use the branded header first. If you'd like to use that with me, I'm going to click on branded header, hold my mouse down, move my mouse to the left-hand side, and then release your mouse, and it will drop that widget. Now, after we go through and lay the widgets, then we'll be able to edit the widget. So if you see something funky on your widget, like the double headshots here, we'll be able to edit that in just a moment, so hold tight on that. So now that I have the branded header, let's say I would like the listing widget next. So I'm going to grab the listing option on the right side, drag it to the left. And you guys see that green bar that's moving along with my widget here. So that is showing you where you're dropping that, of course. So if I want it to be above the previous widget I laid, all right, just adjust that here and then release your mouse to lay the widget. And again, obviously this is not your listing. I mean, I wish, right? I'd like this to be my home for that matter, okay? But we will be customizing this to your listing specifically once we configure the widget. So hold tight. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm just going to add a couple other tools that I like, and just so I can show you guys how they work and what the tools are, or the widgets are. So I like the Market Snap as well, which shows them, not just the listing info, but the listing for that neighborhood specifically. So again, that's the Market Snap. I'm simply clicking and dragging and dropping. I'm going to add a couple more just to show you guys. I'll add a video widget, let's say. And then, of course, guys, make sure to always add this lead form. All right, they won't be able to contact you from the landing page unless you have this lead form added. And play around with where you want to add that. If it's too far down on the landing page, there's a great chance that they won't scroll down far enough to see the place where they can, reach out to you, leave you a message like right here. All right, but of course we don't want it to be the very top option because we're trying to provide them with value. I don't know about you, but every time I get prompted to put in my information on a random website, I run. All right, so let's provide them with some great data first, so they see some value in giving you their contact info. All right, so I'm pretty happy with this. So I have my widget laid on, and all I did was click on the widgets on the right side, drag and drop it. So you can play with that. If you accidentally add a widget that you don't like, right, because the only way you're going to figure it out is to pull it over. So let's say I don't like this one that I laid. To delete a widget, all you have to do is click on it. When I click on that section, I see this little teal menu on the very bottom right, and I can go ahead and click on the trash can to get rid of that right away. So no worries, you can absolutely get rid of that. So we do have the widgets, which are my favorite way to edit these landing pages, but you can also add content blocks and layout blocks on the right-hand side. So that's below the widgets here. So if you want to add more custom text, you absolutely can. Okay, just play around with these different content blocks. You can lay custom images or, again, a text section like this so that you can start typing right away. So that's how you can customize it even further. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and click Configure Widgets. Because I'd like you guys to note that the Publish Page option on the very top right is unavailable, right? That's grayed out until you click the Configure Widgets option on the bottom right. So let's do it. All right, let's click Configure Widgets on the very bottom right. And I'll see here. So first of all, if it took you right into one of your widgets, I mean, that's great. You can continue here. But just to show you guys in general how this works. All right, so I have a couple back buttons here, or a couple arrows. So first of all, I'm on widget 2 of 5. Okay, so that's what widget I'm on. If I click on this back button, it will show me all of my widgets that I have laid. The goal is, in order to publish this page, we need green check marks all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. So I'm clicking on that first widget. I want to start from the top down. So here, header text, I want this to say, proudly presenting 123 Main Street. Okay, and it will update right away once I click Save and Apply on the bottom. So there we go. Now, if you are getting this double headshot thing that I am getting as well, that is because my headshot is not a square, okay? So if that's happening to you, just recrop your headshot into a square and it will fix that for you. You can scroll through to make sure the rest of your info looks good and click to save. All right, now all this info does pull from that command marketing profile that we started class with, so you shouldn't have to do too much here, but again, headshot in a square tends to work the best. So now on the very top of my widget, so top right, I see I was on widget 1 of 5, so I'm going to click the arrow on the right-hand side to go to the next widget, and that is editing my listing here. So what I'll do is click Browse Listings. It'll pull up a bunch of listings here. You can search for the listings on the top here by property address or MLS number. Okay, so you can search if you want to go ahead and search for one of your listings, or you can scroll down and simply click Select to the right of any of the listings just to practice. The only listing that is weird to practice with, just don't pick that first one, the 2021 Old River Road. I think it's just in there as a test, but it does not pull correctly on the landing page. All right, so scroll down a little bit. If you're going to pick a random property to test, just pick any of the other ones other than that one. So I click select to the right of any of the properties. Now, once I do that, on the right-hand side, I do see the property I have selected, and I can see the photo that I'm selecting to be the main image here. Okay, so these are pulling from the MLS. All right, so I'll select which one I would like to be. I can also add a custom image, but I'm okay with the ones from the MLS, so I'll click Save and Apply. Okay, I now see, I've been to, that's really funny. It took me a while to figure out why that listing wouldn't work, but maybe that's the reason, where it is. All right, once you have a saved widget, can it be deleted? It can, yeah, you can delete it. We might have to go back to all widgets here. Yeah, so hold tight on that question about deleting it. We'll have to configure the widgets first, and once we're done configuring it, I'll show you how you can delete any that you don't want anymore. All right, so for right now, I entered in that listing data. I'm scrolling through. I see it all looks good. I have the photos scrolling through as well, and I'm good on this section. So now that I've done the second widget, right, we're flying through this, especially once you get the hang of it. You can do this in like 5 minutes. So on the right-hand side, I'm going to the next option. And so some of the widgets, as you can see, there's not too much to edit here, but instead of interested, let's talk, maybe I want to put contact for a free showing. Maybe contact us, a little more personal. Contact us, contact me for a free showing, right? What value are you providing for them? And that's where I kind of like to stick that little extra value here. Why would I contact you, right? Am I contacting you for a free showing? Because that sounds pretty cool. You know, contact for a free CMA, or contact to, you know, find your dream home, whatever you'd like it to be. Just an idea. So now I'm scooting right along. We're clicking the arrow on the top right here. So now we're in the market snap. Okay, so this market snap, I need to change the zip code. So of course this is pulling, I believe, a Texas city. Yes, Texas. So I need to change that to my zip code or whatever. So you'll want to put in the zip code for wherever this neighborhood is for that listing specifically, because depending on what zip code you put in, it'll search all the neighborhoods in that zip code. So you can scroll to click on that. And once you click to save and apply it, it will update that right away for you. Okay, so the header will automatically update with the neighborhood name like this, but you can enter in a custom header as well. Okay guys, we are on our last widget. Woohoo! Okay, and this is a video widget, and you can just watch on my screen. This is a pretty new widget. I want to say the last month or two here, they added this in. So let me show you guys real quick.
Hi everybody.
How you can add a YouTube video. So I have it pulled up on a different
to learn the latest
page here. 1 second. Getting past this ad. Okay. So now, what I would do, so if you want to add a video to your landing page, so this would be great for a virtual tour, for example, or you know, if you have gone around this general area and videoed some shopping and you know, restaurants, you know, to get people intrigued about moving here and to brand yourself as a specialist for that area. Just another good idea of a video to add. Okay, videos are really great for search engine optimization, so you know, do that as much as you can. You know, it's easier said than done. But once you've done the video, say it's a virtual tour, and it's on YouTube, let's say, all you would need to do from here, so let's say I'll name this one the virtual tour. You know, especially virtual tours are especially great in this climate, right? Since you can't leave your home. Take a stroll through this pristine home, let's say. All right, we have the option to use a video URL. So all we're doing, guys, is we are copying and pasting the URL from YouTube and pasting it in here. So if that sounds like another language to you, let me show you real quick, and you can just watch on my page. So imagine this is your virtual tour on YouTube. So you need to load it to your YouTube first. And if you've never loaded anything to YouTube, you just sign in, right, with your Google login, right, because Google owns YouTube, and you would upload a video. Then all you would need to do is copy this URL at the top. Copy. And we're pasting it in. Click Save and Apply. And beautiful. There is my virtual tour, okay, with our imagination. All right, guys, so that is how you enter in a video. It's really as easy as copying and pasting that URL. But if you have any trouble with it, of course, let us know. We're happy to help. All right, so now that I've done my 5 of 5 widgets, I'm going to click the arrow to the left of the widget name instead to get back to all my widgets, just so I can double check. I love seeing these beautiful green check marks, letting me know I'm all good. And since I completed all the widgets, I now have the option to publish the page. All right, it's asking if I want to publish, so I'll click yes. So I have now created, and especially as you can see, right, once you get the hang of it, you can start moving a little faster. You can create a beautiful listing landing page within about 10 minutes, maybe, I'll say. And you can then start, and if you want to see that live, right, I just clicked on this link to pull that up in a different page. And you can see this listing landing page that you created, which you can now copy this link and paste it to Facebook, Twitter, right? Post on your social media. You can even better put it on your signs. Okay, let's talk about that portion of it. So you have a listing and you put your sign out, and wouldn't it be great if instead of having a flyer box, with property details on the flyer outside, you could instead promote this landing page, which has all the data already on it. Because I don't know about you, but millennials don't like pieces of paper, right? And they don't want to stop their car. What they do want is to be able to drive by, see a website they can go to on their smartphone to pull up the listing data, and hey, they can even contact you right from there. Really, it's a win-win. It's providing them the tools right from there. So let's talk about best practices in doing that. So I've created my landing page. However, yes, you can create a QR code. Absolutely. I'll talk about that in just a moment here. But for the listing, so let's say I created this listing landing page and I now want to promote this. However, this URL is super crazy, all right? If you put that on your sign, no one will be able to remember that. You can edit the URL on the right-hand side. I just want to point out, if you click on the 3 dots, you can edit it here. However, it only edits, oh shoot, sorry, that was the wrong button. Change URL is what I was going for. However, you can only edit that much of the URL, which is still not very helpful because that's still really hard to remember if you drive by it. So what I would recommend is purchasing a domain name from GoDaddy. Okay, I'm about to send you a link here. This link will get you a GoDaddy domain name for 99 cents for the first year. Okay, and then domain names are only like $12 a year after that, so it's nothing crazy. But what you could do is you could go to GoDaddy, get a 99-cent domain name for the first year, and it could be 123mainstreet.com, okay, if that's available. So then you can put that on a rider on your sign, so when people are driving by, they throw on their smartphone 123mainstreet.com, they have this landing page would come up, and they have all the details on the listing and can contact you right away. Now, we are more than happy to help you with that process, okay? Especially, again, if that sounded like another language. All right, all you would need to do is purchase the domain name, right? And just by clicking on that link, you can get it for 99 cents. If you're watching this recorded, just Google GoDaddy 99 cents. Once you buy the domain name, shoot us an email, support@scottleroymarketing.com. Let us know you want that forwarded to a landing page. We'll do it for you for free. So we're happy to help with that. And as someone else awesomely chimed in, Detroit, he sent a QR code generator. Thank you for that. So you can create QR codes as well with these links. If you're not familiar with what a QR code is, it kind of looks like a barcode scanner. Okay, sorry, I'm blanking on the word. But right, you can scan it with your phone, and even on the picture app on your phone, you can scan the QR code, and it would take you to that website right away. All right, we are happy to create QR codes for you for free, or you can create it from here Thank you, Detroit, for sending that over. All right. If you have any questions on that, of course, let me know. The last thing I want to show you guys is last landing page is the mobile app landing page, because of course the app is a hot topic right now. So if you want to start promoting your app, let's say on Facebook, you can do that by clicking create a new site on the very top right. I'm just going to do that real fast. I just want to show you this widget. So if I lost anyone, I'm in the consumer section. Cool, that's good to know. Thank you, Michael. Saying you can shorten up the URL with bit.ly also. So if that works, if that's a short enough URL that when you're driving by, you can remember it, and if that's free, go for it. I have not heard of bit.ly. I'll check that out after class. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay, so if I lost anyone and you want to follow along to create a landing page for your mobile app, I'm on the consumer section on the left-hand side. And we're doing the same thing. So same practice, same steps here. It'll be good practice. Create a new site on the top right as a standalone page and create page. Okay. So this will be a real short landing page that I'm going to create, real simple. All I need on the right-hand side is the download my app feature. Okay, so you might have to scroll. That widget's kind of hidden. You might have to scroll down to find that. But we are clicking on download my app. Click and drag and drop it to the left-hand side. And then I also, remember, I always like to have a lead form, so I'm going to add that as well. And then I would like a branded header on top, which I forgot to add, so I'll click on that and drag it over. Oh, and I forgot to answer the question about deleting widgets, right? You can definitely do it when you're laying the widgets down or after you configure it, I believe. So if you click on the widget, this will give you the option, that trash option, to delete the widget. Sorry for the delay on that question. All right. So now, one second, guys. So now that I've laid those, and you can play with any of the widgets, but I laid the branded header up top. Where is the download my app? That's on the very bottom of the widgets on the right-hand side. Depending on how big my screen is, sometimes I have to scroll down to see it, so it's pretty hidden. So put your mouse on in the widgets, and you might have to scroll down. It's the very bottom option. Okay, I'm pulling over an agent's account here. Okay. And of course, you can go ahead and rename it as well while we're here. So we have the widgets laid. And now I want to name this just so I know what the landing page is. Again, the name is only viewable by you. So if you want to name that mobile app landing page, yeah, no problem. You know, whatever you'd like to name that. Now, once you're done laying the widgets, and we renamed it here, let's come back to configure widgets on the bottom right. You have to do this step to make it customized to you and to publish it, right? So you will need to put in a header text. So if you want to do something like browse from your couch or browse from your phone. I'd like to do browse homes from your phone. Let's see if there's enough characters. Browse homes from your phone. Okay, I like that. And of course, if I click save on the bottom right here, it'll update that right away. Or download my free mobile app, search homes from your couch, right? This is the best time to promote your app when it comes to people are sitting on their couch and they are self-quarantining, so give them something to do. Hey, wouldn't it be fun to look through homes right now? And you can do it right from your couch on your phone, okay? And you spin it in a very positive way. There are lots of silver linings to everything going on, so let's just count them where we can, and this is one of them, all right? So once we click save and apply on the bottom, right, the widgets are on the top right here, so I see I'm on one of 3. I can go next. All right, all this text is in here off default. You can absolutely edit any of this, as you can see, but it's already there and I'm good with it, so I'm gonna leave it. It will show your app URL. There's not a way to change that. It's already in there, so you don't have to do anything to make sure this is branded to you, other than I would test it, of course, before sending it out. But the system automatically puts in your app URL. Coming up to the next widget, interested, let's talk. Think outside the box here. that doesn't prompt me so much to reach out to an agent. Maybe want to learn more, or, see a home today. Let's just go with, let's say, see your new future home today. Let's just say. All right, you can think about that. Now, once I have done all this, so I'm on widget 3 of 3, so I now will have the option to publish the page. So if you're ever kind of pulling your hair out, like, why can't I publish this? It's because something on the widgets is not configured. So you would always just want to click configure widgets to publish it. And one more thing I wanted to show you guys, if you already clicked publish page, you're good. You can just watch on my screen. I just wanted to also show you on the top left here, we have the computer view, a tablet view, and then the funkiest is the mobile device. They're working on updating that. Wow, they've done a good job. Okay, so they have, KWRI has been working on making the mobile view look a lot better, and they really have. It used to get really funky, but always look over your landing page on all devices just to make sure that it looks well and it comes together nicely, and that's on the top left here. Okay, so I'm gonna publish the page and click yes. All right, and here we go. Here's our landing page, so you could always copy this and put it on your social media, okay? Or start promoting that out right away. All right, so that is how you can create a mobile app landing page to start promoting your app. The last thing that I'm going to show you in today's class, just where all the KWLS 2.0 sits, okay? And then I'll let you free to enjoy your weekend. So on the left-hand side, I just want to point out the listing section. And this will come more and more to play as everything pulls over and Command becomes your only platform. So this is the KWLS 2.0, right? And it's the icon that kind of looks like a yard sign. Now we'll show you a listing sneak peek. You are now in the listing panel lab. Search across the US and parts of Canada. Can I have the entire landing page show up in an email instead of sending a link? Good question. Trying to think a way around this. There's not directly. There are email templates that you can send out of Command. It just wouldn't be from doing the landing page specifically. If you do a landing page, you would have to email that out as a link. However, you can create actual email templates in the system, and after class, I'll grab the short little video we have on how to create an email template instead, and that would make it show in the body of the email. All right, so unfortunately, not really. There's not a way to do what you're asking quite yet. It's in the email HTML. It should load in the body of the email. Yes, so he's saying if you send your body in HTML, it should load in the body of the email. My biggest concern is the contact page. I would just try it first on yourself, of course, to make sure that they can still contact you from that widget, right? The lead capture form widget we were playing with. So just try it first. But I will send you a video on how to, create an email to send out to capture leads instead. Yeah, no problem, guys. And they are still working on things like that. Right now landing pages can't be added to the agent site, but I've heard rumors of that happening as well. But things like that are great to put on ideas.kw.com. That's where KWRI is pulling ideas that agents post and actually implementing them to the system. And I've watched them do it, so I know that they're actually doing it, which is very cool, right? They are trying to create a system created by agents for agents. So just a tip on that. All right, real quick here. So this will show you a search for the US and parts of Canada. So they're working on, getting all listings across Canada. So very soon you'll be able to manually add and edit listings from in here. However, currently right now you can just search for homes, right? So listings that appear in other applications like Kelly, Lead Accelerator, etc. will soon reflect this new listing feed. Okay, so they're working on this. So take me to KWLS 2.0. Let's go. So from here, it will show your listings first. If you do have listings and they are not displaying here, that generally takes about 24 hours to display, first of all. Second of all, your MLS ID would need to be in the white pages. You can always send us your command login and password and let us know your listings aren't displaying and we can check on your account. Right? But your listing should display first. And you can also come to the listing search option on the top left here to search homes further. So this will show you listings on the right-hand side. Of course, you can click on the actual listing to view all the details right from here. All right, so this is really just a place that you can go to search for homes. You'll be able to search through filters on the right-hand side. There's a bunch of different filters such as bedrooms, baths, locations, listing classifications, and listing owner, and so forth, okay? So you can definitely search through homes right from here, and this will become more and more robust, and you know, again, their goal is to update this every 16 minutes, so this will display all the most current listing information. All right, guys, so that was the listing pages and, landing pages and listings class. If you have any questions as you're going through all this, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, support@scottloriemarketing.com. You can put my name, which is Leah, Leah. I'd be more than happy to write out any notes for you during class, send you any tip videos you're looking for. Just let me know how I can help you, and I'm more than happy to. All right, let's take a look here. I just tried the search and it brought properties in a town that is 25 miles away from the town you searched. If you are seeing incorrect data on any of this, so if you searched a certain zip code and it pulled up incorrect data, you just have to let KWRI know. They're working on making this the most correct data. So if you do not see your listing, or if you see your listing and it has the incorrect bathrooms, whatever it might be that's incorrect here, unfortunately, you don't have the ability to edit that, neither do we yet. However, KWRI can. So if you run into that, click on the question mark on the very top right of command. Click chat with support. All right, once you message them once, you'll have an option to leave a message. That's what I usually do. I leave a message with a screenshot of what is incorrect, and then they will notify you as soon as that's been completed. Okay, that's how you would get any of that info updated. See what that second question was. When you open landing pages on iPhone, the heading and your name lay over each other. Any way to not have that happen? Yeah, that's what I was talking about, how, you know, they're working on the mobile view of the landing pages, but I see that almost every time I create a landing page. So keep that in mind. So view it on your mobile device. If the header is overlapping on your contact info, right, that looks really bad. Unfortunately, you can't edit it. I would just honestly remove the header. Unfortunately, that's the best workaround right now. Hopefully that will change very soon. It looks like they're putting in some updates to change that. So that would just need to be a temporary fix. Remove the header and it would look better. Yeah, sorry, I know that's not a great answer, but hopefully that will be fixed up very soon by KWRI. All right, guys, let me know if you have other questions. I'll go ahead and wrap up the recorded class here, and I'll send out some other videos you were talking about. If you have any questions, please let me know, and stay safe. Wash your hands a million times. Stay indoors. All right, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed the class. It was fun teaching you guys.